Whoa, that
Nice
was
change
intense.
up.
Yeah, what was that?
Dang, Andy surprised us
Wow.
with that one.
Coming in with the heat.
Dang, Andy, freaking rocking and rolling with the snakeskins in there.
Sort of slamming my head against the wall.
I was rocking. Uh-oh, somebody's is that you, Eric?
What's up?
Someone needs to turn down the stream. Is that Andy again?
No, it might be. I can hear it.
Not me.
We don't have it on.
Nope, not me.
All right, whatever. We'll get it fixed. We'll figure it out one of these times. But hello, everybody. There's a lot of people hanging out in the chat. A lot of familiar faces. Hi, Nancy. Liz is in here. Oh, Darren's in here. Live free and
We got
dig.
a squad.
The Marks times 2 are in here. Hi, everybody. How's it going tonight? And then hello, everybody in the stream. Copperheads, Brotherhood, and Jersey History Hunters.
What is up?
Hi, guys. What's
Dude,
going on?
How you guys doing?
Oh, we're good. How are you guys?
How
I'm just
are
making-
you? We're
I'm
good.
trying.
Good.
You guys good? I'm making sure it's not me. It's got to be Andy.
It's got to be Andy.
Yeah.
Jerry, you don't have the stream up, right?
Who here has YouTube on?
Yeah. Who's the culprit? Who's the culprit?
Click the mute.
So, one of you guys has it on. I blame Andy because it was Andy last time. I don't know if you guys saw it, but we tried to figure it out the entire stream. And guess who got blamed? Guess who got blamed for it? Of course, it was me. And it
The
was
guy who
Andy.
usually has issues, to be fair.
Yeah, but you guys didn't hear us before the chat, but it's good to know that you two and the Jersey History Hunter, Audra and Rachel, they both have issues that I also have in forgetting stuff out in the field. Who out of the two, who's the most forgetful? I see you pointing, but well, that's cool. I'm glad to have you guys on. This is super exciting. We're not very far away from each other. That's the
No.
great
No, dudes.
Yeah.
We gotta get a
Eric all
hunt.
the time. We're like,
Yeah,
Eric, dude, where we going digging?
Well, you guys, because are you central or more south? Where are you guys located right now?
We're right central.
Yeah, right in
Yeah,
central
she's
Jersey.
about
right?
30 minutes from me.
Okay. North or
she actually
south?
lives the town over where I grew up.
Yeah.
Really?
Wow.
Wow. Well, that's
Small
cool.
world.
It is a small world. But yeah, I mean, we're in the same state. We haven't hunted together, which is very depressing. I see you guys all.
I dig more with Mike in Connecticut than you guys.
I was gonna say you're up in Connecticut. You were in. Where were you? Where was the gold digging event?
Ohio.
Ohio. You were in Ohio. You're in Jersey, all over the place. Here's the deal, and this is how I feel, and I don't know how you guys feel, especially when I have people out with us. I get really nervous. You know why? Because I want you guys to find something so bad. Do you guys ever get that way when you have people hunt your
Say it
permission?
all the time.
Yeah.
We hope that you find at least one thing. I mean, so we tell them all the time, we can't guarantee
Right,
that you'll find something because we didn't put anything there.
We just hope
Yeah.
they do. And that's how a lot of people feel, because when we went to Georgia to dig with American Woodland Relics, Paul and Belinda, Paul kept saying, I am so nervous. I just hope y'all find something here. They're like, dude, it's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just here having fun, digging with awesome people. But I felt good. We found good stuff because
Yeah.
we know he was more at ease.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But we'll let you in on a little secret because y'all know we had Bo with us. And we took Bo to one
We
of
were
our
worried.
missions.
We were worried.
We were just as worried with Bo as we are with anybody else. You know, the same level of we hope you find something. So
Regardless of who
Yeah.
it is.
it's equal across the board, whether you have a YouTube channel or not. We do take friends and relatives. We just want you to find something.
Yeah, we feel the exact same way. And it's funny that you guys said that, because when you're on the reverse side of it and you're going somewhere, you're kind of just grateful that they brought you somewhere to go metal detect, right? You
Yeah.
don't really
Right,
like
no
it's-
expectations.
It's fun that you find stuff when you do, but you don't really like. You would never say, "Oh, that sucker brought me to a spot and I didn't find crap." Like you would never say that, you know?
Well, we do find crap.
Yeah, yeah. Actually,
have
that's,
that.
I find plenty of that. That's for sure. And you know, of recent, we have been reaching out to a lot of new permissions. Mike and I just went to how many different permissions so far? 3 new permissions.
Yeah, yeah.
And even then, I kind of feel like when you get people hyped up, because we had a couple 1700s permissions and then a couple 1800s permissions, and you kind of get hyped up about it, and then you get the person who owns the property hyped up about it. I actually feel sort of bad when we go to the place and we strike out too,
Right.
because they're super pumped about finding what's on their land. And
Yeah.
the last 2, well, I would say the last spot that we went to
Yeah.
was very depressing. We didn't find much of anything, but the land or the ground that we were hunting on was super filled with iron and iron
my
nails. And what detectors do you guys use?
Mostly I use the AT Pro.
Yeah, we mostly use our AT Pros.
Yeah. So do you guys feel, so here's the deal, we were using our Equinoxes and there were so many iron nails in the ground, and I personally felt, and I know Mike was having a tough time with it too.
Yeah.
I felt like the Equinox was really struggling with the iron filled ground. How does the AT Pro, how do you guys do in an iron filled area?
It's not easy there either. I mean, I think with any other machine, you really gotta like narrow that down.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
And then still 99 times out of 100, you're just getting a corner of a giant piece of iron. But occasionally you get that, and you get that little signal that's just chirping the tiniest little bit in there, and it turns out to be something good in embedded
Mhm.
nails. But
And
Yeah.
that's why I
I think
like
they all struggle.
the 5x8 coil.
Yeah.
I feel like I could get in between, hear those little chirps a little better with that.
Mm-hmm.
But Rachel uses a Knox sometimes too.
Yeah.
And I use a Simplex sometimes. She uses a Simplex sometimes. We mix it up. But
Which one do you have, Rachel? The 600 or the 800?
We have two 600.
There you go.
600s.
we
Yeah,
just won one
you
in
just won.
Ohio. We
Did
had
you
one,
really?
we got two.
Yeah.
That's
And guess what Rachel left on the way back? Not the machine, not the new one.
What did you leave?
We can't find the charging cable for it.
Oh,
Oh
Yeah.
no.
anybody in any place we went, like the East Coast
Uh-huh.
and Alabama, finds a Knox charger, it's ours.
Yeah, I would.
fair enough. You can never have too many, right?
Yeah, well, they're so
We should have a
specific to the
spare.
machine, you know. you
Yeah,
can't-
right. They're very very
Yeah,
useful.
you
Send me
can't just-
send me your address and I'll ship you one.
Oh, there you go. How about
Uh,
that?
see?
Awesome.
Everyone
Good.
wins on the Copperhead.
Christmas.
Well, that's cool. I mean, you guys seem to be traveling quite a bit. I mean, you went to
Yeah.
Connecticut to hunt, you went to Ohio to hunt. Do you have a favorite place that you've traveled to so far?
Anywhere people invite us is our favorite.
Yeah.
We love them all. We
Yeah,
love them
that's-
all. They're all awesome.
I mean,
Yeah.
we really enjoy, the New England area because we actually get to, because as you know, there's not really cellar holes in New Jersey.
No.
Only
Yeah.
staged, because of our soil.
Mhm.
So I mean, we could see the 1800 cellar holes, but like to see a colonial one is like it just
It's
Stone
awesome.
walls and
it just blows your
Connecticut and up
mind.
in- oh,
It's
it's
just I mean, we get a little bit
amazing.
of peanut stone walls around here, but to see the cellar hole and the stand in it and know 300 plus years ago a family lived there, with their daily day-to-day life struggles and
Yeah.
rewards and stuff, and like just like we have today, and it's just like kind of connects you in a sense.
Hmm.
Ooh, Mike went
Um,
from the pound of ground light.
That was that's probably my favorite, but I mean our favorites are every place that we're
Yeah.
invited to. That anybody who invites us, it's our favorite.
Yeah.
But-
I love Connecticut. Like I love that Northeast area too. Like Joe's in Connecticut, so he gets to live it every day. But Mike and I both have, worked up there. I currently have that region, and everywhere you look, Anywhere you're driving, you look to the left, there's just miles of stone walls. You look to the right, there's miles of stone walls. It's amazing. It's
You should see us on a drive there.
The
were you
time-
drooling? Were you like
Oh my
trying
goodness.
First time we drove to the pound of ground before the Adirondack one, the second pound of ground.
Mhm.
That's all we did. And driving
Yeah.
through Connecticut and into Rhode Island, there's nothing but walls everywhere. Walls in the woods off the, the
It's so
interstate.
cool.
You're just like, ooh, wall. Ooh, wall.
I do the exact same
Over,
thing.
pull over.
It's tantalizing, and I mean it's crazy to think about. Obviously, New Jersey, right? We've become much more of an industrial state, and by all means, we're still super lucky to be able to get the colonial history that we do find. But
Yeah.
you go up north, and just the way that they approached preserving their history and the buildings themselves is just on another level. And I'm sure you guys wish the same thing, that we had that more here in Jersey. It'd make permission hunting that much easier, at least, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Darren,
Well,
one of my
I
friends,
think there's-
actually lives in New Hampshire, and he says there's miles of those walls everywhere that you look. It's amazing. Did you guys see the pine tree shilling that was just dug not too long ago?
Oh yeah, that was
Oh,
down in South
my.
Jersey, right?
Yeah, that was I believe that was
I
in
think I saw
Jersey.
that.
That gives us all hope, man.
Right.
That gives us all hope. That's incredible. Was that even further south than that's way south, southern of you, Eric, right?
Yeah. I think it was down in
Camden County, no, Cape May County.
no, it was like Cape May County, maybe.
Yeah, I think it was down that way, which it's really
Down
interesting,
by
you
the
know.
risers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a North Jersey guy, born and raised, but like, it's crazy how much. Like, I mean, obviously there's a lot with Morristown being up in North Jersey and stuff. There's so much history, and then Washington crossing into Delaware and all that. But there is so much history that even growing up in New Jersey, I didn't learn about. That cool
Mhm.
history down in South Jersey. People find some crazy stuff.
Yeah, it's nuts to think about, and like you guys were talking about, you look at some of these stone walls and you think about how hard that had to been to put all of those stone walls up, or you look at a cellar hole and you're like, man, that would have been a rough time to live in one of those houses.
Right?
But then
And half of us are gassed just walking to that spot, and someone is like, "Oh, you know what? I walked here, and this is going to be the spot I'm going to build a house."
But it's amazing to think about. I pulled over and I was trying to get a permission at Mike. We drive past this house every day, and I saw the guy outside, and I finally stopped over and talked to him, and he gave me the old no. He blamed it on his wife, but I don't think he wanted us to hunt there at all, anyways. But it was a 1740 home. It had two huge fireplaces on each side to keep the house warm on the first and second level. And he was just talking about, his appreciation for it. But then I just think back to the people that were living there at the time. They built it, and it's still standing 300 years later, 200 plus years later. It's incredible. That's one of the best parts about this hobby, is you get to see places like that,
Yeah. I mean, it's some of the artistry when it comes down to building a house back then is just insane. And obviously you have to make it that much more sturdy, and that's why you see them standing that much better, I guess. But what an endeavor, and you see starter houses. It's like, okay, we have to build this small house so we could build our big house. Like, I mean, come on, it was a lot of work, labor intensive, and you're not surprised when you see people dropping stuff when they're doing that much hard work all the time.
Yeah.
Just wish they dropped more.
Yeah, tell me about it.
We all.
But then you think about, and do you guys do this too? Because I know I daydream about it all the time. You think about what happened in that house, but then you also think about the stuff that you find, the story behind that. We talk about that all the time, about how it got there and who owned it, and
We make up stories.
You do, don't you?
Yeah.
We have some of the best, imaginations, I feel like, because your mind just goes running.
Must be
Especially when you
tough on
find
the
something.
water in Jersey.
Yeah.
Just to know the name of the last person who dropped that like KG3 in the soil back then. What happened? What were they about?
You say, how could they lose a coin that big?
Right?
Yeah, that's
Well,
that's
they're
a good
losing
question.
pinpointers and shovels, I guess.
I mean, I
All
lost the
those
whole
buckles they
detector.
keep losing. You
Right?
know, all
Oh,
their
yeah.
pants are falling down. They're
Yeah.
that's a numbers game. When you adorn that much stuff with buttons, you're asking to lose buttons. Like they're just creating their own problems, you know?
Yeah, that's true. We do find a lot of buttons, but I don't know about
Yeah,
you guys, but
buttons.
I love finding buttons. I
we
love
love buttons. We
The
love buttons
plain
and
flat button.
buckles.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
I mean, it's amazing just to think about the progression and evolution of something as simple as a button within such a short, in the scheme of things, time frame as a couple hundred years, and how you're if you're lucky, able to pinpoint a time range, a time frame in which that button was used. It's so cool.
And if you
Yeah.
think about it, it's like all these amazing buttons and buckles, right? Before they had zippers and Velcro and stuff. What are the people like in the future, like way future? There's nothing
Yeah.
Right?
plastic
crazy.
and, throwaway stuff.
They'll
Yeah.
have plastic detectors.
Right?
Detectors aren't going to work on it.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know. I see some of the people on social media now. It looks like we're not going to be wearing clothes here in the near future because of like the scantily stuff that everyone's wearing now. But you know what's crazy having you guys on is that I think how old is your channel? How long ago did you guys start?
It was 2
Jersey
years
history
in March. So
Yeah.
almost
2
3
years.
Yeah, I think we all started our channels around the same time.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, yeah, we're all about the exact same age, but I think as far as channels go, but I think seeing your guys' channel, it was one of the first ones that I definitely subscribed to. Or at least was watching because Jersey History Hunters was like, okay, I gotta see what
This is applicable.
Yeah.
And then you see us goofballs like, oh, I take it.
And then luckily I was it's funny because I had watched Brotherhood metal detecting too, Eric. I watched your channel before I knew you, long before I knew you. And then it turned out that when Julian joined, he knew Eric through work, not even through metal detecting at that point. Yeah, so it is a super small world, but
It's small.
now we're on a live stream together.
I used to watch your channel, and I used to be like, "Hey, I know where that's at. I know where it's at."
Yeah.
We would watch your channel, Eric, and be like, we know where they're at. That's cool.
That's awesome.
Oh gosh.
And then Eric grew up where I live now.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whose idea was it to start the channel? Did you guys, come up with it together, or how?
Yeah.
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 How
I
did
was
it-
thinking of where I grew up. My first school was actually in his town.
Eric.
That's
There you go.
Be careful though. If you
How
bring
did you
Eric
guys
to
team
your
up?
permit. What?
How did you guys team up?
Oh yeah.
We were on the outer ends of circles of friends, so we would bump into each other and stuff. And then after Sandy, we were both affected by it.
Mm.
And
We both volunteered
yeah,
to help Union Beach.
Yeah.
That was hit hard.
and
Yeah.
So
yeah, they weren't doing.
and
much
then
in my
somebody
town.
posted somebody that I found a bunch of stuff on
Well, he said how
Facebook. I'm getting to it. I'm getting how we started detecting.
Yeah, well, how we.
No fighting allowed on the channel.
We fight all the time.
So
If
you
I
guys.
didn't tell anybody I detected,
Well,
Oh, really? So you guys, when you first met, you didn't know. Did you both detect at the same time, or did you introduce? Oh, really?
I've
Okay.
been detecting like 25 years
Mm-hmm.
off and on, not hardcore like now.
Yeah.
I'm addicted
Yeah.
like now.
Well, that's
yeah, I
cool.
had one. I played with it once in a while.
Yeah.
Then you get the bug, and then it's game over, and then you're on live streams, and you're traveling across the country.
Yeah,
and
when she got outed,
I
in
got
a
out.
newspaper article, and I text her.
Someone-
I was like, I have a detector, because I didn't want to go by myself, and I don't. I do go on the beach, but it's not my. It's
Mhm.
okay, but it's modern.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
and that's the
I'm
thing
find
is-
old stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, it's hard. And I mean, so I tried to make it a factor when I meet new people. I somehow try and introduce the fact that I'm into the hobby and stuff like that, whether it be talking about other hobbies and whatnot. But I try and tie it in because you never know who's got a good permission, but you also never know. I mean, I ran into someone through work up all the way up in kind of by where the dig stock event was going to be. And I was like, oh, I do metal, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, really? No way. And I was like, I thought he was going to bust my chops. Like, some people are like, oh, you got that guy on the beach, this, that, and the other thing. Is like, I just got a metal detector for Christmas. And it's like, it's one of those things where I'm trying to talk about it that much more because it's one of those hobbies. It is hard unless you're that much, avidly into it and that active in the community. It's hard to find a way to bring that up in a normal conversation.
Well, I think even before we started YouTube, we didn't tell anybody. We would like text each other, you want to go out today and go in the woods or whatever. And yeah, like we still didn't tell nobody. You didn't see nothing on our Facebooks about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But once we started the channel and then the Facebook page and the Instagram, it just felt like, yeah, I don't care. I'm going to tell everybody now. And I do.
Yeah.
Deliver mail. I'm just like, hey, here's your letters. See that?
That's how we get our permissions.
Yeah.
Delivering
That's
mail,
awesome.
talking to everybody on the farms and
That is.
I bring it up any chance I get, and most of the time no one cares. And then some of the time you pique someone's interest. And I lied. There's a lot of people who support what we do. We get a lot of crap from it too, but it's all good fun because some people just don't understand what the hobby actually is. But you pique someone's interest, they're like, you know what? My buddy actually, or I own a house that's old and we never thought about that. Come see us. So I bring it up.
Like, I always wanted to do that.
Right.
Because we get a lot of emails from our other friends,
Yeah.
They won't post it out in the open for some reason, but they'll email you privately saying, oh, I always wanted to do that. And, we're like,
Yeah.
I have a couple of friends who, publicly will bust my chops if I'm talking about it, in a situation where I'm the only person who does it. And then someone's like, oh, let me know the next time you're going out, by the way. I'd love to give it a try. Oh, okay. It's funny how things change.
That's how I got started with Trey.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I won't shut up
about it in my office. I call him a goober and tell him to get out of here.
Yeah. See what happens?
Yeah.
It's like a drug.
Gotta nudge people towards the edge and then peer pressure them into detecting, and then it's game over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DC Diggins says, I tell everyone I metal detect, starts a conversation to get a new permission. Yeah, exactly.
That's how I got
what
the
it
first
says.
cue.
Now we do.
Whoa, there we go.
Yeah, that's our first. That's your first.
Wow, that is a first donate. We gotta celebrate it. I wish I had some confetti or something. Said,
Wow.
how's it going?
Yeah.
Well, you just made our night. That's awesome.
That's cool.
Thank you so much. You did
Here's over time to go.
Yeah. Oh man, that's really cool. Thank you so much. You did not have. Oh, look at. Oh, that's hilarious.
Wow.
You guys came prepared.
Always prepared.
Oh, that's great. Wow. Well, that's cool. And that's part of the reason I love this hobby too, is we meet people like you guys, and we've had so many different chats, and every single one, it's just been the quickest hour that we've ever had because we've had fun. Everyone's so nice.
Yeah.
Andy, what part is that?
Oh, look at that. That's one of our first videos.
I think-
Is that one of your first videos?
I think this is actually their very first video.
This is your very first video.
on YouTube 2 years ago, April 1st.
That bounty hunter Tracker 4 found that license plate a good 18 inches deep.
That's awesome.
The bounty hunter did?
Yeah, it took us a long time to dig it out.
That's incredible.
It's deeper than the hole appears to be in the video.
Oh,
It was our arm, all the way up to there, getting down to it.
Look at that.
Now
That's
too.
awesome.
Darren coming in with $4.99, man. Whoa.
What?
Look
There's
at
a license
that.
plate.
Woo. Darren, I owe you. I got to come up there and watch the New England Patriots lose one of these days with you, man. And I'll buy dinner since you just gave us $4.99.
Watch it.
Uh-oh. Are you a Patriots fan?
All my life.
Oh, no,
I know
man.
I was born and raised here, but
I am a Kansas City Chiefs fan. So
we're anomalies. We don't like New York teams.
Yeah, I don't actually. I'm a Cowboys fan as well, and I'm from New Jersey, so I mean, yeah, no local New York teams here.
Oh man. Well, that's a cool story that you guys, kind of kept it on the DL for a little bit, hunted together, and I guess just one day you were like, you know what, we find some pretty cool stuff. Should we film it?
We were, when
We're like, that's fun because we were
Yeah.
watching it. We watched like Elf Diggers and Digger Dawn.
we
Uh-huh.
talked about
Yeah.
it right before that very first video. We were walking into those same woods, and they're the same ones we took about exactly a year later, and said, you know what, we should start a YouTube channel.
Mhm.
Why not?
It'll be
Right.
fun, they
Right.
said.
So why did you guys drop the N off your Jersey History Hunters? Why'd you drop the N?
Because it was confusing people in the chat.
Because everybody called us Jason, North Jersey Detector.
And our channel name was Jersey History Hunters, and that would confuse people because they were looking for New Jersey History Hunters.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it was just easier just to take the N off,
We didn't know what we were doing.
because this is the only new state you could drop new from.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, you
That's
can't
a
just say
test
York,
question.
Mexico. I mean, you can drop Mexico, New Mexico, but gotta
Well,
hold
then
it.
everybody thinks you're
Hey, I'm sure.
I mean, then you just start talking about places in England at that point, right?
Yeah. Oh, well,
I guess
that's-
Jersey is too.
York.
And is it kind of surprising to you how much you've grown and how many people you guys have met along the way? It's pretty cool, isn't it?
I'm really surprised we don't have 1 million subs already, because
You know what?
so
I am
adorable,
too.
you know. So.
Well, people love.
Yuck. I don't know why anybody watches us.
Oh, please.
I don't know.
It's your personalities. You guys have great personalities.
I do watch our live streams because you can't watch it while you're doing it.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Yeah. I always get nervous
Watch
going
it.
back and watching ours. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
why did
Why
I
did
say
Jig
that?
want to come dig with us? Why did
Well, that was
everybody
because we're
invite us
very
everywhere?
persistent with our emails.
And you know what? You ought to be.
I would text him. Dude.
Yeah, dude. Oh, well, that's a cool story, and you're at what, 1,500 subscribers almost.
Almost.
Yeah,
We've been
yeah,
stuck here
yeah.
forever.
We've
It's
been in
tough.
the
It
14
really is
spot
tough,
for a
isn't
long
it?
time.
Yeah,
Leveled
but
out.
you guys are very
Okay.
consistent.
It
Yeah.
kind of reminds you of when you turned 14 and you couldn't wait to be 15, and you were 14 for like
For a
12
long
years.
time.
It's like the longest age.
Oh, look, they have the same hats on.
Well, which video is this? There's a bunch of bullet shells that he was showing now. What did he
That's
do
after
now?
the Chig we were talking
Yeah.
about hanging out
Mm.
with Bo.
Yeah, those are the woods over there.
Yeah. Where did you guys hunt when you went with Jig?
Well, we volunteer for InfoH over at Camp Evans,
Oh, okay.
so we've secured the permission there.
Oh, that's so
Sweet.
cool.
And there's woods off of it that belong to Camp Evans also.
Wow.
There you go. Right,
Very
no good deed goes unpunished, right? You volunteer and you get permissions, right?
Yeah, it's
Well,
awesome.
Really
place.
well.
Anytime, like
Mhm.
just text them and let them know we're coming.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's really cool. And I feel like sometimes oh no. Sometimes karma comes back and it definitely helps you, that's for sure. I mean, we did one of our best permissions was early this year and last year was the Grower Row farm that I hope
Yeah.
to bring you guys out to. Actually, that's the one where I really want you guys to come with us to
Yes,
find some of that 1700s history. But you know what? We did our Clad for Kids, and we didn't really think it was going to go anywhere. We were just trying to do something good for the farm because they allowed us to at least hunt the farm, and we ended up almost. Where were we at, Mike? Like 1,500, 1,600 bucks.
Yeah, we got a
times
little bit
two.
over the 1,500 mark. Yeah.
And then we were able to get that matched by our company.
Yeah, that
and
was-
you
that
know
was-
what? Listen, that was close to $3,000. Was definitely a good payment for 30 or 40 coppers that we found out of that
Yeah.
farm.
that's
So,
awesome.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like
And-
that feel good.
And it went to the greatest, the nicest people that you could possibly find, and the nonprofit farm that feeds hungry kids and families. So, I mean, everybody wins at that point. You know what I'm saying? So, now, do you guys? What's your bucket list topper?
What's at the top right now?
Is it a
I
gold
have one
coin or
left.
have you?
To get for the year.
What's that?
Well, in the beginning of the year, I said my bucket list, I have 4.
Uh-huh.
Sitting, standing, walking, and flying. So the last thing left
Ah.
to find is the walking.
So you pulled all modes of transportation is what you did for this year, didn't you?
It's the
The
metro.
biggest one, my white whale, so to speak, is the Jersey Copper.
Oh wow! Hey, you know what? At the farm, we found 5
Come
of
on.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got
I
Jerry.
know, I saw those videos.
Yeah. So I really,
Everybody else is finding them
we
but
got
me.
a couple. We got a couple. JH's got a couple.
yeah.
Yeah, we consider, like, even though like Audra may have dug them up, or like that little silver spill last year, with the 2 half reals and that halftime, that after 8 hours of finding nothing,
Yeah.
we found it. We still say we,
Yeah.
even though you see like I dug something or she dug something. It's like Jersey History Hunters dug it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, okay. So that was your bucket list for 2020.
Yeah.
I just got one of my white whales, like almost 30 years detecting. I've never found a silver thimble.
And then you pulled one out of the ground,
Pulled
huh?
one out
That's
last month.
exciting. Oh,
That's cool. Congratulations. I
That's-
know those are
Happy with that.
hard to find. I mean, you've probably found plenty of thimbles, right? But
Yeah.
that silver one, those are
Elusive.
tough. Yeah, very elusive. Well, I bet you were super stoked about that, weren't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh
My
wow.
other bucket lister I wanted was a powder flask, and finally got one of those the beginning of the year. That was awesome. Anybody know anybody that restores them? Because I got both pieces, but we do all our restoring, but I don't want to mess with that.
Yeah, I have the same thing. I didn't see your powder flask when you pulled it. Is it kind of flattened or is it
Yeah, it's pretty flattened.
Yeah, mine's the exact same way. Yeah.
Well, now it's right here.
Yeah, let's see it.
There we
Let's
go.
see it.
Warm in here.
Give the people what they want.
Yeah, warm in here. It's flattened. It's got a crack, but I think like Step Dig knows somebody that restores it. I might email her.
Oh, that's awesome.
Very cool.
That's so
That's
neat.
really cool.
Oh, I gotta get one of those.
Yeah.
And this was right by our house, like crazy.
Isn't it so cool when you find stuff, that local to you and you're like, I've been walking all over this, this area for how long? And it's like, you just, I think I've said this before. Like, I wish I had statistics of like, in a field, okay, you can tell me there's 4,000 coppers or 200 coppers or 10 coppers in a field. Like, I just need to know how much is in there, but how many coppers have I walked over? How many reals have I walked over in my life? I'd love to know that. It's a double-edged
I don't
sword.
want to know.
Right? It's a double-edged sword. I think I would want to know, but I don't
It's
know.
disgusting.
It might break me.
Central PA metal detectors said we had like a 20 copper day, 3 reals and a GW.
That's
Tons
so,
of amazing relics, lots of swearing, so just a warning. The video.
that's awesome. I have to check that out.
Yeah, we gotta go watch that one. Dang. And then Darren said, I've got little to no knowledge of metal detecting. What's the ideal property or location you look for to hunt? So why don't you guys talk? What do you guys look for when you're looking for permissions?
Yeah.
I mean, we just talked about those old brick walls and everything. But do you guys do anything specific when you're researching, or is it just hours of driving like I do sometimes, or what do you guys find yourself doing? Old maps, yeah.
Yeah, locating old homes. Sometimes cross-referencing old books that are books about the local area. Because, like, say a book written in 1930 might say Smith lives in the house that Jones used to live in, and then you read the book from 1910 and it's Jones lives in the house that
Yeah.
the Warrens used to live in, and you can actually build it up from there, from when the deeds actually started being corresponding to the actual addresses now. That's a lot of work, and I'm lazy. I have done that. We look at the old maps mostly. We put the Gaia on our phone, and the architecture of the home too. We'll drive by and see it. Be like, that's an old house.
Yeah.
And then the history in the area, like we know the retreat routes in our area from the Revolutionary War. So there's some good locations, and Rachel just happens to know some of the people on those routes, so that works out.
Yeah, and that helps to be kind of local to the area and live there for at least a little while, or growing up there, because some of the locals that live there, and hopefully that helps you get to a metal detecting spot. So
Last week when we were in Alabama, Brandon took us to one of his permissions, and he didn't know exactly where the home sites were, so Rachel used the Gaia app and found that was her mission for the day that day. She checked it out, she explored, she pulled out the app, she found a couple home sites and let him know, so next time he goes back, he could concentrate in those areas.
Gaia is an amazing app.
Yeah.
Gaia can come
It's great.
Yeah.
Just people got to remember those overlays weren't exact. The topographers back in the day, when they made these maps, they didn't, measure to a T where the home was. They just
Right.
did not approximately
And
where the
everything
house
shifts
was.
a little too. So.
So they were like, okay, the Jones house is right here, and it's about this far from the road, so I'll put the dot there. And then, once you get that generalized location, then you can zero in by obviously the iron content. The more there is, the closer you are.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah.
Trey and I've spent a couple hours just trying to bend roads on overlays just to fit. It's amazing how crazy, roads just alter even in the slightest amount. But and you got to wonder, okay, when it wasn't paved, was it just worn down further this way and then they repaved or whatever? But it can be tricky trying to line that stuff up and frustrating for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
It's fun though. I do a lot of. I think I'm the same way. It's really creepy the amount of information you can get about someone's home, and then the owners, and sometimes like bad stuff comes up with the person who owns the house. So I tend to stay away from those. But I've seen some history on some people that own homes that I'm like, oh, they had a lawsuit back in 1999 for something or something.
I'm not knocking on that person. So.
Yeah. But it's funny all the information out there. But I spend so much time on the computer looking at old maps and trying to relay where that is now and who owns it and the best way to get a hold of them and that sort of stuff. And I got to tell you, I've done a few. It might seem creepy. So I have Onyx Hunt. Have you guys ever used Onyx?
I don't think
Looked at
so.
it briefly.
So Onyx is a good app too to figure out who the owner of the property is. So we'll look at old maps and then I'll look at who owns that house now and I'll match the dates up with Zillow just to make sure that that's the date of the home. And a lot of the times it matches. I'll see who owns the home with Onyx and then I'll even go to the extent. And I've looked them up on Facebook and messaged them on Facebook before, out of the blue, and it's worked. It's worked.
The property I grew up in, on in English Town, I found out the landlord's name of the property. Well, he's elderly, so he's not on Facebook. So
Yeah.
I basically messaged every single member. It's not a common last name. It's actually really fairly uncommon one. I do know for research because if you just look at the property itself, it has a property management name, which leads to supposedly an office in Matawan. I'll give you that information. But when you go there, that's a tile store, so that's not it.
Yeah.
Through property records, tax records, and all that, I was able to get their names, white pages them, which is very difficult these days because they want you to pay to find out they live way down in Brick. So now it's just to go from that step. But yeah, I did message literally everybody in that family.
It's work.
It is.
Got to do it though, but it pays off a lot.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get it because the building's gone, the house is gone. It's
She
just
wants to
empty.
find her old toys.
Well, that's my in.
There we go. I mean, that's a good
I'm
one.
gonna
Right?
say, I grew up there. I metal detect. It's a fun hobby. I keep healthy this way. But I thought it would be such a hoot to go in the backyard and find my old Matchbox cars. Never mind, I want to do all 100 acres. But
The But it's
So
cool,
that-
and it gives you that much more of an edge than, hey, I'm a stranger, can I metal detect? It's, hey, I
Yeah.
just live here, can I? You know, I mean, I remember growing up, we were having a garage sale one day, and this woman came by, and she's like, "Oh, my parents built this house. This is where I grew up," type deal. And she or her uncles built it or something, but she came by, and it was my parents like, "Yeah, come on in, check it out." You know, it's not,
Yeah.
I mean, it's changed, but you know, it's the same house, but you know, it's just that much more of a barrier reducer of getting in and getting permission.
Yep.
Hey, turned out that lady never lived in your house. She just wanted to
just
see what
wanted
was
to
inside.
get-
I mean, yeah, we did lose our TVs conveniently after that. I don't know. I mean, it was a weird couple weeks, but we got over it.
Oh man. Well, and speaking of garage sales, I got a permission from a garage sale once too. Have you guys tried that?
No,
was-
I was thinking about it.
It's a good idea. And I'll tell you why. So I went to a garage sale. The house was 1960s or 1970s, so not old, but right next to it was a 1600 cemetery. I mean, right next to it. So they're like, "Oh, you're not gonna find anything." Lo and behold, the first one was a matron that I had found, and I found my oldest silver coin in their front yard, the 1751 real. So
Nice.
you never know. You never know what you're gonna find. So,
No.
but it gives you I will say I did buy something from the garage sale because I felt bad and just not.
Hey,
Yeah.
why do you want
Now
this
you're
American
obligated,
Girl
you
doll?
know.
By the way, can I?
So it did
We
cost
have
me, I
backyard
think.
permission from a yard sale already.
What did you say?
We do have a backyard yard sale
Backyard, we got a permission.
Oh, okay.
from the yard sale.
Did you buy anything from the yard sale?
Yeah, I
Oh,
bought
see.
a small display for the. It's worked out. The gun doesn't work in it, but and then she asked why I was looking for it, and I told her, and then she was like, "Oh, you can detect the backyard. My husband grew up here."
That's
Oh,
awesome.
that's cool.
Okay. We got a permission in Georgia while we were coming out of breakfast because this lady had a really cool shirt that said pew pew on it.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
started talking to her. Turns out she's a real estate agent. She's like, you could detect my farm. We're talking all about it. She's very
Oh,
excited.
that's
I hope
so
she's
That's
watching.
so cool.
Hi, lady.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, that's why you got to bring it up no matter where you're at. That's
I
for
just
sure.
start making shirts to say I metal detect, ask questions, and just bold print.
Can I
You know, it's
detect
a-
your
Old farm,
yard?
call me.
Well, you know what's really funny is you don't hear me talking much like this or in our videos.
Mhm.
Don't feel bad. I get
I'll just randomly, like that woman, I just went up to her and said, "Can I get I need to take her picture with your shirt." And the woman's like, "Okay." And then it went from there.
That's so cool.
Perfect. Yeah, that's
Right.
awesome. Did you hear Joe? He said, "Don't feel bad
I get blamed for it all the time.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
not talking."
Because
Yeah.
Mike and Fredo shut up, and we just sit here and look at them.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh man. Hey, when are you and Eric? I was gonna say earlier, be careful inviting Eric to your permissions though, because he will find a lot of stuff. That's all I gotta say.
Well, we'll find a lot in his too.
He wants you to
It'll
find
work
stuff,
out.
he invites everybody because once you find stuff, you owe him. He owes
You're
you
indebted.
back.
You know what? I joke around about that, but as long as it's not Eric, anybody can find whatever they want.
Right.
All I know is if it's in the ground and we walk over it swinging our detector, we'll find it.
Boom.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, and that's how we feel too.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
It's all luck.
Right? Just right
Just
place.
walking
right time.
over the right spot.
Yeah.
Find it, he needs you to find it. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
It does get. There is a partial mental game to metal detecting. I've been finding out of recent because I've been scoring some of these really good permissions, and I found a Civil War cuff button the last time that we went out, which was really cool. But we're at like a 1700s house, and when you spend all day and you don't find anything, you're starting to question everything that you have in your hand at that point. I was like,
running the detector over your shovel, is it working?
yeah, I do that. I'm sorry.
I got Red Wing boots
Is it
and there's a
only
little
here in
American
iron?
flag.
What's going on here?
Why didn't even boot this thing? Something's wrong.
How do you do the
This thing
factory
loads right.
reset?
Right.
AC Pro have a factory reset?
Right. Oh, I pulled a factory reset last time we were out. I was having
Yeah.
none of it. I really.
Official Gold Digger. He goes, if you're invited to someone's permission and you find a lot and they find nothing, is there a written rule or unwritten, I guess, that you share with them?
I just answered that on Facebook,
Yeah.
and what we said
Was nope, we're keeping it all.
hell no.
No.
Yeah. I don't think
we
so
always
either.
offer. We always offer.
If they're detecting with you, absolutely not. I'm not sharing. You know, like you had a good crack at it, right? But like if it's a permission
But we
story,
barely
but
any of us will take anybody to a virgin permission.
right?
Yeah.
We always check it out first, and if it's
I mean,
gonna be
it just
bad, we
makes
don't
sense.
want to bring anybody there.
I will.
We always offer to give our stuff, and nobody ever says, "Okay, I'll take it," except this
Right.
last homeowner.
Well,
She
he's
took
not
it.
talking about permission owners.
I know. I'm saying nobody ever took our stuff except
Yeah.
her.
I think you make them feel bad, no?
Yeah, I would.
Find anything so you can dangle something in front of their face.
Right. Yeah, here, take my pity Indian head or something like that.
We would never ask for anybody's
No,
file.
I mean,
Yeah.
we would feel bad if
That'd
you
be
didn't find
horrible.
anything. We
Yeah.
wouldn't feel bad if we didn't find anything and you did, because
Mhm.
we'd already been there.
If we
Yeah.
took someone
And
somewhere,
we can go back
and-
again.
Yeah, if they didn't
I
find
don't
it,
think that's it, man. There's no
here,
care.
you take this, please.
Yeah.
Please take this.
I will tell you what, I would gladly share all of the scrap iron pull tabs and nails. I will give them to the you know what? It's your permission, it's your trash. Take it, you know. I think that's a fair deal.
He changed the question though.
Oh, he did. He said, "Sorry if you're at the other detective." Yeah, I saw. We saw it before you took it away.
Yeah, sorry if you're at another detective's permission.
No, I will say there was at one point when we were hunting with Charlie Harley, and we had a phenomenal day. But towards the end, Charlie was, he had found some amazing stuff, but I don't think he had been on a copper just yet. So I know the entire group was just cheering for Charlie to find every high tone Charlie got. We're like, it's a copper. It's got to be a copper. So, it's not like here we found all this stuff. Take that. We're definitely cheering each other on. And and I give Eric crap, and I know Eric gives me crap too when we find stuff of his. But we all know it's in good fun. And we know that when you find something awesome, that's the most exciting thing to see, coming out of the ground. I mean,
Yeah, it's nice to have a crowd.
yeah, it really is.
Like,
So,
we cheer each other on,
yeah. What'd you say?
We cheer each other on.
No, we don't.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, we
Would
don't.
you-
Yeah.
No. Well, we get
Hey,
competitive
we
in
out.
the
I
group.
don't care.
In the heat of the moment, it's
Get out of
competitive.
my face with that.
Last time I didn't give Trey crap, I gave Mike crap.
Yeah.
I'll come to your permission, I'll find your stuff, and I'll leave. And then then you come to my permission, though, and you can find my stuff.
That's how it is with everybody
Right.
we dig with. They bring us, we bring them.
Yeah.
John Calamusa is awesome. He brought us to some cool spots.
And that's I think that's really the more unspoken rule, right? It's like if you, assuming you can, right? Assuming you're not strapped for permissions and you only have one and it's just you, whatever. I think the more unspoken rule is, invite for invite if you can. And I don't think anyone's saying, oh, I invited this person. Where's my invite? But, I think that it's, just that, reciprocity there, I think goes along.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, Nancy said, just send me and I'll find the nails for you. So, Nancy, come to the last permission that we were at because we need someone to take all those nails out. That's for sure.
I was about to build a house with
We
all
can't wait to dig with Nancy.
Right?
Yeah.
One we have not gotten to dig with.
Right?
Nancy, I don't know if your ears were burning, but we were definitely talking about how amazing you are before the stream start. You are the live stream. Yeah, I mean it's amazing what Nancy can do. So thank you, Nancy.
Yeah.
You're awesome.
Nancy.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Nancy
you.
rocks.
So what else do we got? You guys got any questions? I know me and Mike talk too much. So what do you got, Eric? What do you got, Joe?
So since Fort Monmouth's open, have you been able to go over there?
Can't detect there.
No.
No.
Yeah,
Man,
it made it to the list of places you can't detect.
Oh.
Well, I mean, it's open, and I think it's owned by a private company. Maybe I don't. I mean, they're turning it into condos and stuff. More on the little silver side.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I know that the majority of it is on the list since it's owned by the park system now,
Mm.
as a big no-no.
Yeah.
There's a lot of history there.
Yes, definitely.
Tons.
That would be nice if we could, but the last time we checked, it was not allowed.
Like,
Hopefully it
we'll
changes.
mow the grass for you because it's all
Yeah.
overgrown by
Right.
35 side, the main entrance, super overgrown.
Yeah, on the Ocean Ave side, it's all cleared out, and they're like turning the barracks into
Yeah,
condos.
That's
That's another reason we started this. We're sick of seeing that.
Right.
Yeah.
Down and building strip malls and condos and
Crazy. It
that's
is.
where they put some of the Sandy people. They took one of the blocks and updated all the apartments, moved
Mhm.
Sandy people into.
oopsie.
Right.
all that.
Slipsies.
Right. Speak it upside down. There we go.
But that would be a really awesome place if we
Yeah, it
could
would be.
Oh,
detectors together to maybe approach the park system to see, can we just get whatever
Right.
World War
Before
I
it's
stuff-
gone.
make it a
it.
weekend. We'll sign liability waivers, but get people in there to save the history before it's just completely inaccessible.
Yeah, exactly.
full aluminum cans if you make it a park.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before people destroy it and all that's gone forever.
Yeah, it's a shame. And then there's just that, I don't know, the lack of caring for the history at that point where people I just don't see the negative to allowing people to do that, right? Especially if it's, hey, we're gonna build here, but let's get in there. There's no good reason to say no to that, but people still say no, and it's infuriating. I mean, you'd think that everyone would want to be out. I mean, I just assume people think like I do, but would want to be out there and save that history.
Yeah. I just don't
be
see the
like part of Fort
downside.
Monmouth Museum,
Yeah.
I do not see the downside. Some people are saying they are losing the stream and YouTube's having issues with live stream.
I lost the stream too. I can't
Oh,
keep.
I did too. Crap. Let me reload.
Again.
They said the Russians. They said it was the Russians, which might be true. So, but
Could be
yeah.
anyone.
So Gold Digger also, he brings up a good point. It is an insurance issue, and that's what most people are looking at when they're allowing people on. It's such a sue happy
World.
Yeah, but there's
world
that.
we're in.
Actually, the club we belong to, they actually shared the liability waiver that there's a law in the books of New Jersey, like we can't sue them.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's how
Oh, there you go.
That's
So,
pretty cool. And
they give us permission.
we got to look back on their postings, and you can actually print it and show them that, like, even if you allow us on your property and we're on your private property or public land,
Mhm.
we can't sue you due to this New Jersey statute.
That's
Oh, wow.
interesting. And I wonder if the success rate goes up, right? For saying, okay, I'm that much more reassured, or people hear sue and they're like, oh, I wasn't even thinking about that. What the heck,
Mm-hmm.
It's-
Huh. I never knew that because we lost out on one permission because the people asked. We said we were part of a group, the Copperheads Metal Detecting, and they asked if we had insurance for what we do, and we said no, not really. We're just kind of doing it as a hobby. So they turned us away. So I got to bring that one up too.
Yeah, I have to
Yeah,
find it again. She shared it with.
Yeah, we'll share it and then we find it.
It's in the postings.
Lost. There's another thing we lost.
I start. Yeah, I was thinking like last time that I was meddling, my neck was kind of hurting. I
Right.
might have twisted my ankle.
I'm just gonna start getting permissions at these $1 million mansions.
Oh, whiplash.
Yeah, exactly.
I put my shovel through my
It's-
foot
it's
on your
just kinda
property.
Funny that people would think, like you have insurance because you might sue me if you twist your ankle in my front yard or in my back,
Mhm.
but their mailman cuts through that yard every day.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And they have been sued by dog bites, bad porches, people, mailmen falling through the porches.
Oh wow. Yeah.
We do sue. So, I mean, like, they have a mailman going through every day.
Well, luckily we haven't been bit by a dog yet. That's for sure.
Knock on wood. I thought about that the other day though when there was the dog in the one house with the permission. I'm a dog person through and
Yeah.
through, and I know Trey's, but Just start keeping dog treats on me no matter what. And then you can have dogs that are being walked come over to you and say, "Oh, what are you doing? Oh, hey, by the way, do you live nearby? Do you have a permission?"
Mhm.
Yeah.
And people through their
Get
dog.
that a lot in the woods. People come up to us and start talking, and then
Yeah.
they're interested.
Yeah, I don't mind
I
it.
got that one permission to do that backfield.
Hmm.
When we're talking to the guys.
Oh yeah, John and Matt.
I almost force it sometimes because when people are walking by and looking at you, they're interested in what you're doing. Either they're being nosy and they
Yeah.
probably think you shouldn't be there, or they just want to know. But some people are too timid to ask. So I'll say like, "Hello, how's it going?" And I'll bring it up to them.
You'd be surprised how many are completely oblivious that you're even 10 feet away from them.
Yeah.
You know?
What else they got out
Wild.
there?
I'm just standing right up there in the open, and she's like, it's usually a she.
Yeah.
She's just in her own little world.
Just the
5 feet
little-
away, I'm standing there with this big scary shovel.
Right.
You know,
No care in the
Not
world.
smart.
and
That's
she
not
can't see
smart.
me. But yeah, most of the time it's just they're like, "Hey, you find anything?" And
You looking for gold? You looking for
Right? Did you
treasure?
find
Yeah,
the treasure
exactly.
yet? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
we've
Black.
only had one like outwardly
Yeah.
say to us, "I don't think you could do that here."
Oh god.
Yes,
we
you
said-
can.
I think we can, and continued on into the woods.
Right? I can't believe
I had
people just
one. I
take
had
their
some
time.
kid say, "I'm calling the cops. You're burying bombs."
What?
I had a kid at a park tell me that.
As they
Ju-
hear a pinpointer get closer to a target, just the beeping increasing louder and louder and louder. They're like, "Oh no, what's it gonna be?"
Eric, you should have looked him dead in the eye and was like, "Yeah, you better not step on one." And just like
And I was having a good
Because I
day. I
thought
got
of it first.
$7 in quarters in one hole. That was a good day.
There we go.
Jeez.
Right?
Wow.
Metal detector
Metal-
parents.
Ambient, where
They
they
do.
get
That was
bombs.
the one we ran into in Cameron. She's
Nancy
even
said,
walking
yeah.
a dog.
It's crazy though, and it leaves you with such a bad feeling. When you're going to a spot that is kosher to be at, a public spot, and it's just like you're just waiting for that one person, and it's like it's not inevitable, but you feel like it's gonna happen. You have to watch your back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mike, remember when we got kicked off by the child, not the parents?
Oh yeah,
Wow.
we got permission to do a farm, and I don't think they really understood what we were doing. The son was working on the farm with an uncle, and the person who gave us permission, who owns the house and lives in the house, was not there. She's like, "Oh, don't worry, just go. My son and my brother are there." And she gave him a heads up that we were coming, but didn't really explain. And they're like, "Oh no, you can't dig holes in the field. The tractor will get messed up." I'm like,
Oh.
"No, believe me, we do this all the time." And it was a late 1700s farm that I know has never been touched, and because it's been in that family since then. And it was embarrassing. Kind of, we're like, "All right, well, we're leaving now." Like,
Okay.
sorry.
Bye.
Like, we literally got like 2 feet out, and they saw our leshes, and they're like, "All right, oh, you can't dig,"
Ugh,
and didn't even get like the chance to explain plugs and
that's
whatnot.
such a
Yeah.
letdown.
Yeah, so
Bummer.
I know they get harassed all in the city all the time. Anthony was talking. They always ask why you're digging up the park, and that's all they see. But they have the legitimate permits. They have everything. And if you can teach
it's
them how to plug, you can't see the plug after you're done with it. So if you're
Did
very
you guys ever
careful-
hunt the city? Did you guys ever get the permit for New York City or no?
No.
We're still waiting to get the permit from Ocean County
Really?
Enough.
for 2
Hmm.
years.
Wow, 2 years? Wow.
Try
Take your time, I guess.
So,
Bureaucratic
we don't
backlog.
even have
is all.
time. We're just
Ocean County doesn't even let you do any parks.
Yeah, you have to go to the Parks and Recreation and apply for a permit.
Crazy.
still won't let you. You never get it.
I mean, I guess
Yeah.
the upside is it drives away, a lot of people, so they're less touched if you do get the permit. But then there's always the Nighthawks and people who go out there and just do it regardless. So
Yeah.
And they're the ones that give everybody a bad name.
right.
Find it hard to dig a nice plug in the dark.
Yeah.
Tough. I don't know. It's a shame how many people or how few people really can ruin a good thing, even for
Yeah.
not that well known in the scheme of things, like over here compared to the UK, but still people have given it bad name. It's wild.
Well, that's why we are here. Our groups are here to, kind of
Right.
hopefully educate people and maybe, talk to the park systems who own those places that are about to be destroyed or something along those lines. And kind of, you never know, if you go and talk to them, they might lead you into another permission or,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So, Eric, get over there.
Yep.
Get out with them
One
and
park
get-
ranger tell us about where he thought a home site was. Do you remember that?
a park ranger did.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, and
yeah, and then we had a park ranger ask us to look for his friend's keys.
did you find them?
Yeah, we found keys.
We
man.
found keys, but oh, there it is.
Started the car next to him, but a car's a car, right? Whatever. Oh, that's too cool.
Yeah, in Canada, we don't need permits for anything, just permissions for private property. Yeah. Yeah, everything here is very political, especially in New Jersey. Certain areas are,
State parks, forget it.
Oh,
yeah.
and I mean,
Yeah.
One of
listen,
us
get
got to
that
run
there's
for
history.
governor so we can open the state.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. We'll take over.
Right.
I'll vote for you.
That's my
Uh,
sole platform, is just to get detectors onto state
I
property.
mean, look at all the state parks we got. I mean, outside of
It's-
night hawks or the people who illegally go in the daytime, they allow hunting.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I would think there'd be more danger in shooting guns and arrows.
Yeah. And you
Um,
think about it, right? I mean, there's not that much aesthetic stuff that you can really ruin by any means. Nothing like, oh, that dirt is that dirt. But if there's a plug in there or not, it's not like we're dismantling stone walls to find stuff.
We're
You
not
know?
digging trenches. We're
Right.
not
No.
uprooting trees.
unless, of course,
The
there's a goal.
spirit of the law is what we're in fact trying to, stay in tune with, but the letter of the law prevents us from doing so.
Right, and that all goes back to actually the turn of the century, not long after they invented the metal detector to begin with. The archaeologists
Hmm.
Yeah,
felt that the
archaeologists.
detectorists were imposing upon what they
Right.
do.
Yeah, their hobby was ruining their livelihood at that point.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then it's all
And it's all
politics.
agnostic. So,
Right, right.
and they got the law in the books.
We're all in the same family. It's all under the same umbrella.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're all looking for history.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We just do it for free most of the time.
We all want to glad we all be on the beach.
Yeah, we're undercutting their work.
Wow. Yeah, it's already 9. I just checked the time. It's 9:03.
Oh,
That's
man,
insane.
already, dude.
Yeah. And it flew by. There's a couple of different questions in there. Let's see. What else? Some of my holes resemble trenches.
I think we've all been there.
Yeah, we've been there.
Oh, mine too.
Yeah, mine too.
I'm
let's see.
terrible at pinpointing with my detector.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes it depends on if you guys use the big coil with the Equinox. Do you have the 15-inch?
I
Or
actually
even on the,
pinpoint better
the
with that.
storm or something on the
You do?
Yeah, the 18
Wow. Hey, so
Like, I
teach
keep
me
reminding myself
your
what I think
ways.
it is. I think it's here. It's really over here.
That's when I come over with the 18.5x8. Nope, go to the left a little.
Yeah, the small coils are nice.
Yeah, I was
especially
using
for
that with the
pinpoint.
Knox the other day and just basically cookie cuttering around my coil at that point. Don't even
Yeah.
really need to pinpoint too hard.
Darren asked if we reach out to historical societies. Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some say some work with us and some not so much.
we were supposed to do a presentation with the one by us.
Two of them.
Yeah, we actually work with libraries too. I don't
Yeah.
know if you guys have ever tried that, but we've gotten a few permissions with
One historical society meets at the library.
Yeah.
Oh, really? That's
Super,
perfect.
That's a
Yeah.
dang.
Double whammy. You know what's funny too? We reached out to a library and they were really skeptical about, what we were talking about. They gave us a hard, remember that, Mike? We had to fill out like these whole forms.
Yeah, they're like, well, what is like what
And-
are you trying to do? And we're like, well,
They thought we had an agenda and there was really no
Like,
agenda other than,
knowledge,
maybe it leads to permissions, but
right? That's our
Nothing.
ulterior motive. Oh no,
Yeah,
we need
ooh.
someone who helps us save
You
more.
history savers.
yeah.
Right? Oh, it's gonna make that next presentation at the library that much better. Sorry about that, But yeah, I mean, it's you know what I think the problem is too, and this could be just in my head how I envision things going at a lot of historical societies. Because listen, it's unfortunate, but I feel like they're not in their prime as they used to be of like new members and stuff like that. And I feel like, quite honestly, a lot of the emails and stuff that they use go unread, and then they'll see your email like 2 months later and be like, not worth it at this point. That's how I envision it, being like an empty mailbox almost for some of this stuff.
Right.
But I don't know. If it works, it works. And, sending an email or a letter, it could be a lot harder at that point.
Yeah.
But we've done well, always looking
Well,
at,
That's all you could do.
yeah, the truth.
Yeah. Well, Eric, Joe, do you guys have anything? Jerry, do you have anything?
Trying to read what Mike's reading. He wants to know who everybody is. Mailman 24. He's like, who's Joe? Who's Andy?
I'm Trey.
Mailman.
I'm Joe.
We got Eric with the who's sitting in the field.
All
I feel like
right.
we're
Hey,
doing a radio-
I'm going to go through and make everybody big, and you just introduce yourself. A little late in the show, but we could do that.
Yeah, whatever. Better late than never. Let's see who's big at this point.
who's
I
big?
can't tell. Oh,
Crazy.
there we go. That's Eric.
I'm Eric.
Eric.
Eric never talks.
And I'm Trey.
I do.
Hi, Trey.
I am Mike.
This is kind of like the Brady Bunch.
Guy who doesn't talk, Joe.
Who?
Joe Mama.
Oh gosh.
Who are they?
Yeah.
I'm Paul.
I'm Belinda.
Oh,
We're
hi,
at
Paul.
Eric
Hi,
with
Belinda.
I'm not so sure.
Classic. That was a great way to end the show.
That's Jerry.
That's Skippy good right there.
He said, "Hi, Joe Mama." Oh, that's funny. Well, thank you guys for being on. That was really fun. It went by super fast. We always had a good chat, and everyone was super active. Hey, we got our first. You guys brought our first donations. Oh
Right.
my
Yeah,
god,
look at that.
We got
Like
two
Christmas everywhere.
that's super exciting.
Right, you missed the second one.
Yeah, there was two.
Yeah,
I
saw
thought too.
Darren's. Yeah, I gave him a shout out. So I told him I'd buy him dinner next time I see him. So, but thank you guys so much for coming on.
Thank you
No.
guys. We appreciate it. It was a
That
lot
was
of
awesome.
fun. You guys are all awesome.
I reached out to the farm, and they should be, it's still pretty active for them right now, but once they get everything harvested, we should be good to go. So I kind of have that one planned for us, and maybe we can all get together and hit it. There's thousands of acres, so we should be
Awesome.
good
And
for a
then-
while.
We got one too,
Let's do it. Back and forth. I can't wait. I mean, we're
Getting
so
prime
close.
detecting weather too, nice and cool.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. We're so close, so we're excited. I'm so glad we got to talk to you now.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Now we'll make it happen, guys.
Yeah, for real. We really will. We're so close to each other, and then eventually maybe we'll all get together and then have Nancy come down, and we can just have her find all the cool stuff for doing all of our.
and we'll be in Connecticut in just like 3 weeks or so.
Oh, nice.
There we go.
Well, that's good. So, Joe, you hear that?
Yeah, maybe they can stop by and say hi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, not you said we're all close together. We truly are. Not many people know that New Jersey's 3 hours long from north to south with no traffic.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's only an hour wide at its narrowest point.
Right.
That's not bad unless you hit traffic.
Right.
That's the
But,
hardest
but typically, yeah, it's about 4 days.
part. Yeah.
Man.
Well,
And in
cool.
July, it's going
Oh,
south.
yeah.
Oh, forget about it. Friday's
Good luck.
going to shore. No way.
Coming back Sunday. That's about a
Oh.
week and a half.
Yeah, Mallyman said he needs 8 more subs to hit 1,800. So maybe
Let's
we'll
get
go
there.
for
Hold
it.
on. Let's see.
Maybe
Where are we
we'll
at?
get him to 1,800
There we
while
go.
we're at it. But for everybody else, make sure maybe get him to 1,800. Thank you guys for hanging out and chatting with us. Hopefully you're all going to get out this weekend and find 1,000,000 silvers, your gold coin that you've been looking for, or maybe your wait, what did you have left, Rachel? What mode of transportation?
Walking.
Yeah,
Walking.
we got
The
or
old
walking
Shoelace
comes up.
Express.
But thanks guys for hanging out. You guys stay on the Zoom call. We're gonna end the stream. Bye everyone. See you next Wednesday. We will have a video probably coming out tomorrow. I got 3 in the pipeline, so keep an eye out for that. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Have a good night. Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.